Smackdown Hot Takes. This is where I ask you guys, you gals, your opinions, your thoughts, your hot takes on the previous episode of SmackDown, Raw, PLEs, Saturday Night Main Event, whatever it is. I'm going to ask your hot take on it. First one comes from Monster Jabroni. He asks, who are those guys? I'm assuming you're talking about the tag match. And those guys, where have you been? That's DIY. They're call-ups from NXT, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. They've been on the roster for a while now. Oh, wait, you're talking about the other guys? Motor City Machine Guns? Oh, okay. I used to watch TNA about 17 years ago, and I know it was 17 years ago because I base everything off of the WrestleMania calendar, and it was WrestleMania 23 is when I was watching TNA, and the Motor City Machine Guns were awesome back then. They're legit. They are a revolutionary tag team. It's kind of like when AJ Styles came to WWE, what, like 8 years ago? Just revolutionary, awesome, just a crazy professional. Well, so are the Motor City Machine Guns. They are legit. They are actually really, really cool. If I hear, what do you want to talk about? Once more, I'm gonna riot. Cry face emoji. I am a fan of Cody, FYI. I just don't think it's the best catchphrase. Notice how he had to say, I am a fan of Cody, because if you dare criticize even one aspect of Cody Rhodes, well, you're just a Cody hater. So now this guy, he says he's a fan. I believe him. You actually did hear what do you want to talk about, but with a twist, Gunther actually said it. And it was so funny when Gunther said it. He did that thing where, you know, he's talking normal, he comes out looking like $1,000,000, a very professional, and then he gets that little twinkle in his eye that he's about to roast you. Well, Cody, what do you want to talk about? And then he's just so proud of himself to the crowd. Loved that. And just like the Motor City Machine Guns won a title, you can win this title. All you gotta do is comment below. Once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm gonna give the belt away. Free shipping, free everything. For real, I'm gonna do it. You know why? You know why? Because I want to quit my job and do this full time. I literally could have had this video up at maybe 10 a.m. if I didn't have to work at 7 a.m. at my day job. So help me out and quit my job. All you got to do, comment and subscribe, and also hit that notification. And in the process, you can win this belt and help me follow my boyhood dream of becoming a full-time YouTuber. Honestly, it's not my boyhood dream because YouTube wasn't even around in my boyhoodness, but you know, my manhood dream. This is my manhood dream of becoming a full-time YouTuber. Anyways, sometimes I can't stop the words from coming out of my mouth. Let's just go to the next hot take, please. Jamie K. Solo is 3 for 3 in his last 3 shows and showing more personality and better on the mic. Something clicked and people are noticing. 100% here. Solo Sikoa has low-key just suddenly came out of nowhere. When he came out on Raw, it's like, I got tickets. And he made fun of one of the Motor City Machine Guns. And he said, oh, you gotta make an impact, making a joke about their TNA Impact days. This is the Solo Sikoa that I've been wanting to see. And I wonder if it's just now that Roman's back and Roman's actually giving him some advice backstage. Whatever the case may be, Solo Sikoa, keep it up. I'm definitely more interested in you than I've ever been, which is crazy because you just ate 3 losses and now you're doing everything you should have been doing in the beginning. Please, please, Solo, keep it up. Candy Barmaid, Cody Rhodes does not have any meaningful storyline besides the Bloodline story, and Gunther versus Cody, there is no story. It's just a stupid, ugly title. Well, some people do actually like the look of the title. I don't, but regardless, yeah, Cody's main storyline is the Bloodline, but to be fair, Stone Cold Steve Austin didn't have any storylines except for the Vince McMahon storyline. However, there was little stories within the overarching story, and so, I don't know, maybe Cody's kind of in a situation like that. Not the same, I agree, and it does seem like he's about to branch off into this Cody, Kevin Owens / Randy Orton saga. Plus, Gunther did at least make it interesting tonight where there is some heat going into this match. Yeah, the heat isn't Hogan Piper, but at least there's heat now. And we'll see how it plays out after this. Donatello Leonardo, no amount of tournaments is going to make the tag titles interesting unless we get storylines between the teams. I need to know who and why I am rooting. Otherwise, I don't care. 100%. 100%. That's one of AEW's problems. There's just a lot of matches, but unless I actually want someone to win or want someone to lose, who cares? I need to know why I love them or I hate them. We need storylines. However, I will say another important aspect is getting a team over with the crowd. And I will say that tonight, I think did a good job at getting the Motor City Machine Guns over. Because how they pushed them, there was a fine line between cramming them down our throat and getting them over. I think they got over. I'm a Doomvenger. The finale was amazing as usual. OMG, I'm so hyped and happy. Yeah, that ending, the brothers hugging it out, Jey and Jimmy reunited, Roman watching, saying, oh, looks like I'm gonna have to apologize after all. And Candice is so good. I'm really enjoying seeing more of her. Yeah, this Candice LeRae, she's doing good. She's doing good. I'm happy to see her finally. I've seen her many times on the screen, and I never gave her a second thought, but in the last 2 weeks, she has shown me that she's someone to look out for. I'm a Doomvenger. LA Knight was the only down tonight on Simon Miller's ups and downs. If you don't know who Simon Miller is, he's a guy on What Culture, but he also has his own channel. I actually really enjoy him. He's a very positive guy, and he does reviews on SmackDown and Raw, and he'll, give the good bits and up and the bad bits and down. I would have given it a down. It kind of reminded me of when Stone Cold Steve Austin was the referee to Kane and Undertaker when the belt was vacant, and he stunned them both, I believe. They were both knocked out at least, and he pinned 1, 2, 3, and he said, I declare myself as the champion. Reminded me of that. Tis Mickey. Okay, so maybe Jey losing the IC belt wasn't such a bad idea after all. And having Tama Tonga take the pin was a good idea because it makes the real tribal chief, Tonga Loa, still look strong. I love Tiz Mickey's comment here because we're all like, oh, I can't believe Jey lost. And then it's like, oh, well, at least it plays into the bigger story. So, yeah, at least it plays into the bigger story and maybe it wasn't such a bad thing. After all, I'm just happy he won it. And yes, Tonga Loa looking strong as always. The true tribal chief. Metal Mayhem would love to see Randy Orton cost Gunther the match at Crown Jewel. I want to see this rivalry continue. The wild card is Kevin Owens and Randy being on SmackDown. I doubt it, but Randy needs one more title reign as the old Randy. It'll happen. After he turns on Cody and he loses, maybe that's when the shuffle happens, the draft happens, and we get evil Randy on Raw winning the title from maybe CM Punk or something, because no way Gunther's going to have it after WrestleMania. So CM Punk has it after WrestleMania, bad guy Randy goes, and then hear me out, bad guy Randy with the title versus John Cena. BWC Wappy. It was really awesome to see the Bloodline elevating the Machine Gun as tag champions, and note how Jimmy and Jey are officially back. Love that. I love that too. I was, it was a moment. I'm happy that they are back. The Usos are one of my favorite tag teams of all time. They're number 2 or number 3. The Dudleys are my favorite. I don't know if they beat Edge and Christian or if they're behind an Edge and Christian. And then after that, though, is probably number 4, Demolition. Not with Crush, though. Axe and Smash all the way. What were we talking about again? Oh, yeah, the Bloodline. They elevated the Machine Guns. I love this because one of the best things about Roman Reigns' whole 4-year Bloodline is that it really did elevate a lot of people, and Solo Sikoa's Bloodline, well, hey, it's starting to elevate people too. Jacob Fatu, our real and truest tribal chief, Tonga Loa, and and now the Motor City Machine Gun. So, you know, way to go, Solo. Way to go. John Womack, congratulations to Machine Gun Chris and Machine Gun Shelley for winning WWE Tag Team titles. You know what? Honestly, now that I think about it, it's an inspiration. Those guys are an inspiration. Here they are in the business, 25 years, never hitting the big time, and they show up after so much blood, sweat, and tears, and here they are, champions. They never gave up, and they're at the top of the mountain right now. That's an inspiration to me. You know, I'm in my 40s. I am trying really hard to break into the YouTube wrestling sphere. And I'm from Michigan, and I'm from Michigan too. Us Michiganders, we don't give up. You know what? I just thought of that. Call me Motor City Ken. Please don't do that. Next comment. Don't delete this. Somebody, please do not let this make it to the Keyshawn Martin 2615. The beginning and ending of the show was great, with Triple H giving Randy his match and the Usos helping the Motor City Machine Gun win the belts and get back together. So yeah, the ending, amazing, awesome. We've already talked about it. Let's focus on Triple H and Randy. That was a cool segment. That was a really cool, unique segment. Triple H in the gorilla position. Randy calls him out, and Triple H is trying to protect Randy, which is cool because Triple H has always kind of protected Randy. So it's just, that was like really good callbacks to their history, and it really got Kevin Owens over without Kevin having to be there. Good stuff there. That was a very unique way to get a match made and over. I loved it. Negligence. LA Knight should have been involved in Game 7. The Usos reuniting was epic, and the look on Roman's face said it all. He knows he needs help, but he's just too stubborn. I like what you said about Roman at the end. He knows he needs help, but he's too stubborn. And this goes back to Roman Reigns. While he is now a face, a good guy, he still hasn't changed much. And he's stubborn, egotistical, doesn't want to say I'm sorry. He's too good to say that. I'm the GOAT. Why do I gotta say sorry? And yet, to fully become that face that you are walking down that path now, my friend, my tribal chief, you're going to have to apologize. You're going to have to do things you don't want to do. And it's kind of your fault to begin with, Roman. Sorry, you're still my tribal chief, but you were really mean to Jey. You got to say sorry. Deville Stewart, I called it. LA Knight drew them over, so he will defend his U.S. champion against Carmelo and Andrade at Crown Jewel. And you know what? I'm happy for them. I really am happy for them because Carmelo Hayes is going to probably be wrestling in the largest crowd of his entire career, and so good for him. Good for him. I'm really happy that he got this match. I don't care how he got there. I'm glad he's getting it. Candy Marmain, the Bloodline is carrying WWE and not Cody Rhodes. Yeah, I can see, honestly, I can just see where you're coming from. I mean, they're the ones in the main event while Cody is in the middle of the show. Cody is not main eventing PLEs unless Roman is next to him. However, I will say that this Kevin Owens, Randy Orton thing does have a lot of intrigue and interest in it. I do think, though, that until we're done with WrestleMania 41, that the Bloodline are going to be the focal point, whether or not Cody is champion. I will say this, though. Cody doesn't really feel like a secondary guy. Even though we can tell that Roman is still the guy, he's not feeling like a secondary guy like people have in the past. Like, you know, Stone Cold Steve Austin might be on the card, but Mankind is the champion. Yeah, Mankind always felt like a secondary guy. Cody doesn't necessarily feel like that. He does still feel like a top guy, but, you know, Roman's just the tribal chief. Bloodline carrying the WWE? Yeah, you definitely have a strong case that they kind of are. Sun Woozy, Street Profits ain't had a tag champion run in years. Why these guys are on their second, maybe third SmackDown, and they're already champions? Never knew these guys. And if you ask me, they're just another DIY. Ooh, hot take. You want to know something? That's valid. A lot of people can be saying, oh, the Motor City Machine Guns, they've been around forever. I'm sorry, but if you haven't been around forever in the WWE, well, then you haven't been around. Sorry to say it. We're the viewers. We are the viewers, and you can tell me all day long that that guy wrestled for 326 years, but if I've only seen him wrestle 3 matches, guess what? I've only seen him wrestle 3 matches, and I'm not invested in him. So I get why a WWE fan who is only a WWE fan would not care that the Motor City Machine Guns won. I totally understand, and that's valid. That is 100% valid, because we've been trained to only care about the WWE, and the WWE, they want us to only care about the WWE. So when they go against what they trained us to do, well, you can't be mad at us when we're kind of like, wait a second, why are the Street Profits not winning this championship and these new guys are? I don't care if they wrestled for 20 years. To me, they've wrestled for 2 SmackDowns, and I'm a Motor City Machine Gun fan. So I get what you're saying, and it's very valid. Colin Wells, everything was great, but the Nia Tiffany stuff is not that good. And before Triple H makes someone champ, can he make sure the champ can cut consistently good promos and actually have substance? Honestly, I like Nia Jax right now. Is she always hitting it out of the park? No, she's definitely not. I didn't like her celebration with Pretty Deadly and everything like a month or 2 ago, but honestly, I feel it's good. I feel she's coming across as a bully. She's elevating people. Look at the Nia Jax title picture. Nia Jax, Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, Candice LeRae out of nowhere. Everybody just kind of rising up with her. So I'm okay with Nia Jax. Is she the best promo? No, but not a bad promo in my opinion, but if that's not your opinion, that's okay. We're allowed to have a difference of opinions here. Cam Nami, congrats to the Guns winning the titles, but it feels kind of rushed for them to win in only 3 matches, and fans who only watch WWE don't know who they are and why they would deserve it. That's a fair point. Honestly, I don't really know what more to say. You're congratulating them, you're happy for them, but it feels kind of rushed, and it does feel kind of rushed. I mean, you just wouldn't see this. A new tag team winning in 3 matches? That is a little rushed. Is it bad? I mean, debatable. Is it good? Debatable. I mean, got them over. There are pros and there are cons. So I just feel that this is a very fair statement. Cam Nami again. We really need a female's mid-card title. Hopefully when moved to Netflix, we can get it. Naomi would make a great mid-card champ for SmackDown. You know what? Cam Nami's 100% right. Like, both comments are on the nose. I don't really have much more to say, and I think Naomi would actually be the best choice, other than maybe Chelsea Green, to become the inaugural women's championship, or put them on separate brands and let Naomi win the US title or Intercontinental title and let Chelsea Green win the other one. Those would be perfect spots. Cam Nami, 100%. 60-16. Every time Cody Rhodes comes out, a huge size follows. Cody Rhodes. Oh. That made me laugh. Southpaw Jimmy, the anticipation for Randy to turn on Cody alongside KO makes the match between him and Owens feel annoyingly pointless, even though I'm sure it'll be good. Yeah, I guess what you're saying is true. I never thought of it like that. However, a lot of people have been saying that, oh, Randy Orton's the mastermind. I think this proves that Randy Orton is not the mastermind at the very least. And it makes me wonder what's actually going to be the thing that pushes Randy over the edge and say, you know what, Kevin, you're right. Screw you, Cody Rhodes. Is it going to be him teaming up with them at War Games? I hope not, because that fourth man needs to be Sami Zayn. So I don't know what it's going to be. Pointless? You know what? Honestly, I'm just glad that those two are going to be on a PLE, and one of them is going to actually get a victory, because neither of them have won anything on a PLE in a very, very long time. Paige Shadnar, I'm not sure if I am pronouncing that name right, I apologize. The Street Profits should have been the ones to dethrone the Bloodline. They are deserving, and the Guns just debuted. Hey, I love the Motor City Machine Guns, but I think we should have waited. The Street Profits, they were already been in a feud with them for a while now. It would have been so cool for the Street Profits to win. And I get it. It did establish the Motor City Machine Guns, and it was great booking. It was amazing booking. They did a fantastic job, and I am happy that the Machine Guns are champions, but you know, why couldn't we have waited? The Street Profits are so awesome, and then we could have had a with the Street Profits and the Machine Guns trying to get their first title win. I really hope this pushes the Street Profits over the edge and they become villains again, and they say, you know what? We're tired of this. We were totally overlooked. That would be an actual good outcome of this whole scenario of them not winning the title. Hot take, Solo as a character is becoming a true tribal chief. not really as a wrestler. So he does have a little bit ways to go as a wrestler, but you know what, Daniel Puba, I agree with you. Solo Sikoa is doing an amazing job right now. I don't know what happened, but something happened, and I am loving this Solo. He is so good, and I'm so happy that other people are noticing. He also gave me some suggestions for a video, top 10 current best wrestlers on the mic, who cut the best promo. Yeah, if you guys have any video ideas, put them down below too. I would appreciate that. Monster Jabroni. I can't believe Roman is still in WWE. He's done it all. Why stick around? This guy's hate for the Bloodline is so, it gives me life. I love that this guy just does not like the Bloodline at all. And I'm not trying to pick on you, Monster Jabroni. I'm just happy that you are still around, even though I am a huge Tribal Chief fan. Drastic Vision 146, the Bloodline reunion doesn't feel right. It was rushed. Yes and no. I feel that 8 weeks was like a lot of time to build up to something. You have Raw, SmackDown, 8 weeks times 2, 16 weeks to build to a reunion. But I get it. Bloodline was a 4-year storyline, so, you know, I get long, drawn-out storytelling. They've made us accustomed to it, so when things get done so quick, we're kind of like, whoa, how are they back together? And I will say, though, that Jimmy going to Raw and asking for Jay's help, and Jay saying, get out of here, and then Jay going to SmackDown and told Solo to just, you know, stop doing what he's doing. That right there, that was the rushed moment. I get why Solo then went to Raw, and then why Jay came out this week. That part I get. But the first time Jay went to SmackDown, to me, that was rushed. So you do have an argument. Got the Nation. Gunther roasting Cody was the best moment in WWE Smackdown history. I loved it. And also Jay reunion with Jimmy was beautiful. Yeah, that was great. That was so funny. He totally cooked Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes had some good, like, I don't know, he fought back. He didn't just sit there and take it, but I don't know, sometimes I don't think that Cody's reasoning sounds as good when he says it on the mic than it does in his head. Because sometimes I'm like, wait, what? And Gunther is just so awesome and brilliant on the microphone. And I love that he's like, yeah, I get these calls. I'm just man enough to say no. Gunther totally cooked him, and that was a great segment. That was a great segment. In a SmackDown full of great segments, from Triple H and Randy Orton to the Motor City Machine Guns winning the title, and the biggest reunion that we've seen in a while between Jimmy and Jay, Gunther definitely stood out with his mic time against Cody Rhodes. Waxwing Slain, Gunther destroyed Cody on the mic, to be honest. Yep, just covered it. You're right. Tristan 8735, the Street Profits need the tag titles more than the Motor City Machine Guns. I agree. I agree with that. The Street Profits, they've been around for a long time, and they haven't had a title in a very long time. It's like, what are you guys doing? While the Motor City Machine Guns, well, the only reason why they needed the titles was to get them over instantly, but I don't know. Why couldn't we just got them over organically? And they don't need the titles right away because it would have been justified in that they're so new, they don't necessarily need it. The Street Profits, on the other hand, it's like, what are you guys doing? Why aren't you champion? Jamie K. I'm glad Triple H didn't use long-term storytelling for once. In a 30-minute span, he covered about 3 weeks of television. DIYs tease tension and may lead to breakup. Motor City Machine Guns face the Bloodline in back-to-back matches for the title. Roman and Jimmy even the odds. Jay got revenge. Motor City Machine Guns are the new tag champions, and Jimmy Jay reunited. These are things that Triple H could have slowly unfolded over weeks, but he opted to surprise us. That was a lot of storytelling. When you put it like that, holy crap, a lot happened. So, you know, Triple H loves to cook, but sometimes you just gotta throw it in the microwave, I guess. Patrick Racer, is it too early for the Motor City Machine Guns to win the title? Yes. Was it time for the Tungans to lose the titles? Also, yes. But if you think about it also, you know, we're all like saying, oh, DIY, it's too early for them. But, you know, the Tungans, they've only been in the WWE for, what, 2 cups of coffee? So they kind of won it a little quick too. A lot of people are just entering the tag team title picture and winning. Let's let some of the established teams, let some of the seniority teams have a crack at it. Please, please. Look at Neo. I have 2 hot takes. One positive, one negative. First, the negative. LA Knight should have stayed away from the 7th match of Melo and Andrade. I think that will cost him the title in a scummy way. My positive one, Jacob has the most beautiful Samoan drop I have ever seen. The way he does it looks like he's trying to kill people with it. I love that. It's so beautiful how he tries to kill someone. Only in wrestling. That's why I love wrestling. That statement right there is why I love wrestling. It's so beautiful how he tries to kill someone. All right, so yeah, a lot of people actually are not liking that LA Knight got involved in Game 7. Oh man, that is interesting. I was not caring at all, but the fact that so many people are commenting it, okay, you know what? Valid, you're heard. And then we have Jacob Fatu. You're right, he does have a beautiful Samoan drop. He moves like Jeff Hardy fused with Umaga. Love Jacob Fatu. So brilliant. Great comment, Lucas Neo. And those are your SmackDown hot takes. I appreciate every single one of you taking the time to comment and helping me produce this video. And I also greatly appreciate each and every one of you that are watching the videos. Help me out by commenting, subscribing, and hitting the bell. And guys, gals, have a good day.